Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Call you drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip.
So Komi-san, this is the same person who did the dollar tip earlier. You bring up Japanese if it's the norm to not have a relationship and have a ton of waifus. Major parts of Japan are extremely conservative. It's wrong how you generalize it. Stop this now, or I will throw a Burger King Whopper at you. If that's the case, I may continue because I love the Burger King Whopper. I would actually enjoy a Burger King Whopper being thrown at me. I might open my mouth and try to catch it. So I'm going to continue. I mean, no, you have to understand, I know what you're saying. What we're talking about is people in the major cities, right? That's where the city life is so busy with work and just, you know, take a look at how we're watching these documentaries, and it's like, look at some people in certain Asian countries, like, what was it? Was it Korea that we were looking? No, it was Hong Kong. They're living in coffin apartments. Coffin apartments. It's the size of a closet. That's where they live. They can't even stand up. They're just laying back like this, and they're surrounded by the walls and the door. That's their life, right? And I understand it's a generalization, but we're talking about things that affect us and the things that I do. How many games have we played that's, oh, the waifu in the game, the waifu, right? We just play on One Piece. Here's a perfect example. One Piece, the anime, and this game that I just played. Has there ever been, nudity or strong sexual content in One Piece? Right? I don't think so. Correct? It's not considered an adult-rated anime or manga. Correct? It's not supposed to be. Then why am I playing One Piece Odyssey, and one of the main characters is in nothing but a bikini, the other one has insanely large breasts hanging out of a shirt, one of the characters at the end of the game is literally in nothing but loincloths? What the hell is that? Now, listen, there's a time and a place for stuff, but it's out of place to the point where it seems to be an ingrained part of their culture to have the women half naked and everything. Why? I don't get it. You know, I get confused. There's time for that. If you want to have that kind of stuff for adult rated content, it's not adult rated. It's supposed to be like generalized content. They're just very lax when it comes to things like that. I mean, I was actually telling my wife about this. When I was a kid, one of the first Japanese TV shows I ever saw was Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball. It was on American TV, and Goku, the kid, he's a child, was naked. His penis was out. He's a child, a naked child in an animated cartoon. What they had to do for American TV, they censored it, and they drew a maple leaf over his junk. So he'd be walking on the screen with a weird maple leaf floating around in front of his junk to censor it for American television. And I was like, this is a child. What did it add to the show to have that in it? Nothing at all. But what it is, it's a difference in culture. In Japan, they don't find that weird or offensive. They think it's funny, I guess, to see child nudity. They think it's like a funny thing. Over here, we're weirded out. We're like, that's fucking weird. We don't want to see kids naked. Like, what the hell is that? Right? That's right. Madara's God says, and in the scene, he questions why Bulma does not have a penis. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that part. He says, why don't you have one? And she's like, huh? He starts touching her down in her crotch. He's like, where's your penis? He actually says this. That's part of the story. But I mean, see what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. In their culture, this is all okay. And here it's very different. Cultures are different. And it's okay to have different cultures. But it's also okay to talk about those cultures from your own cultural perspective, as long as you understand that. I'm not standing on a soapbox saying anyone who likes it is wrong. All of you are horrible, you know, sexual deviants. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you my take. I'm 40 years old, about to be 41. I'm happily married. I don't need that shit in my life. I have no desire to have any of that in my life. I don't need it. Maybe you do. And if that's okay, good for you. Enjoy. But don't piss on my parade. Don't say that I don't have the right to have my own opinions and my own takes on this stuff. Because I do. As much as you have the right to defend it and say you like that stuff, I have the right to say I don't get it and I don't like that stuff. I don't want it. There you go.
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop.
So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.